Welcome to North Georgia News Now. Coming up today in local news, Georgia's unemployment rate has hit its lowest point in over a year. But how does that affect Dalton? We'll find out. The family of a 1987 Ringgold murder victim has requested the case be reopened. Registration is now open for the Dalton Parks and Recreation Summer Camp. We'll hear more about that. A draft for the 2025 public schools budget has been released, and a road in Catoosa County could be closed down for as long as 5 months. In state news, a local senator has recently banned from the House. We'll learn why. A new bill could loosen some long-standing health permit rules, and a piece of legislation regarding Georgia farmland is causing controversy among lawmakers. Later, Jacob Broom is here to share WDNN's community calendar. But first, here are the obituaries. Welcome back. Georgia's unemployment rate has hit its lowest point in over a year, according to Georgia Labor Commissioner Bruce Thompson. Dalton's recorded percent for January was 4.3, up 0.7% over the month, while a year ago the unemployment rate was 5.1%. The labor force in Dalton increased by 1,021 and ended the month with 60,426. Dalton also finished the month with 57,820 employed residents, which is an increase of 1,796 when compared to this time last year. January's initial unemployment claims did increase by 1,965 in Dalton. However, Thompson said that all of Georgia's regional commissions saw a slight increase in unemployment rates in January. Thompson said the unemployment rates speaks volumes about our state's economic resilience and ability to lead when times get tough. Despite the slight increase in recorded unemployment rates for January, Thompson feels that Georgia is in a better position than most when it comes to tackling challenges due to the state's forward thinking in regards to policy decisions and focus on sustainable growth. Recorded rates for Northwest Georgia include both Whitfield and Murray counties. A family of the 1987 Ringgold murder victim wants the cold case reopened. 19-year-old Kim Croft was found dead on March 12, 1987, outside of the Country Bumpkin, a restaurant that was located in Ringgold at the time. Croft's uncle was tried for her murder in 1994, but was found not guilty. The case has since been cold, and the murder of the 19-year-old woman has never been found, leaving her family to wonder if justice would ever be served. Croft's sister, Cheryl and Lavonda, were prompted to act in her sister's case after the Coleman-Baker Act was signed. The Coleman-Baker Act went into effect in Georgia in 2023, after being signed by Governor Brian Kemp. The bill aims to help families of cold case murder victims seek justice and find answers after their loved ones is killed and the case goes cold. The $5.4 million piece of legislation establishes a cold case unit within the GBI to specifically look into unsolved murders and homicide cases. The bill will add 10 extra agents as well as support staff in the investigations. This applies to any murder or homicide occurring after January 1, 1970, and more than 3 years old. Special Agent Brian Woodby says that there are roughly 600 cases that qualify for review under the Coleman-Baker Act, including Kim Croft's. Croft's family presented information regarding the case to the Catoosa County Sheriff's Office last month, and they are hopeful the new administration can help them solve the case. Croft's sisters described her as a caring individual with a unique sense of humor. Registration is now open for the Dalton Parks and Recreation Department's Spring Break Camp. This is the second year for the camp, which was met with positive feedback last year. The program doubled in size this year, offering 80 slots for kids. The camp will run April 1st through April 5th and is open to kids 7 to 12. It will be held at the Macgastan Community Center and costs $100 per child. Financial assistance is available for those who qualify. The camp will include a wide range of engaging activities, including STEM-related activities, sports, games, arts and crafts, and more. According to Caitlin Sharp, the director of the Dalton Parks and Recreation Department, the camp will also include exciting excursions around town for the kids. Campers will be given the option to select between 1 or 2 activities that interest them, rather than being forced to participate in a single activity that may not be of interest. Sharp says that this is a new concept for the camp, with the goal of keeping kids engaged and ready to come back for the next day. Those interested in attending the camp can reach out to the Parks and Rec Department at mydprd.com or by calling 706-278-5404. Those seeking financial assistance can reach out to Sharp via email at csharp@daltonga.gov. Registration is set to close on March 22nd or when all slots are filled. A draft of the 2025 Dalton Public School budget has been released. The drafted version predicts the expenditures for the upcoming school year. The general fund budget anticipates $105 million in revenues and $110 million in expenditures. The system currently has a fund balance of $21.2 million. Expenditures are set to include the new literacy requirements as well as the long-term efforts to implement a school transportation service. Revenues for the 2024 school year is projected to be around $40.1 million thanks to property taxes. However, the district does project losing over $400,000 in local property tax revenue due to an increase in homestead exemption for those 70 or older. Teachers could see an increase in both salary and additional benefits, as the state of Georgia legislature is working towards $2,500 increase for the 2025 fiscal year. According to the district document pertaining to the budget, beginning teacher with a bachelor's degree could see an increase of 8.3%, while a veteran teacher with a doctorate may see an increase of 2.8%. Support employees, such as custodial workers and school nutrition staff, are recommended a $1.50 per hour pay increase, with another increase projected for 2026. The draft predicts the addition of 20 new positions for the school system, totaling salary and benefits at an estimated $1.8 million. The budget draft also anticipates approximately $1.1 million for new books, resources, and software. A road in Catoosa County is said to be closed down for the next several months. The commute in Catoosa County could be affected until sometime in August due to repairs on Poplar Springs Road. The road will be closed so that crew can make much-needed repairs to stormwater drains. Poplar Springs Road is an area that is prone to flooding. Officials hope the upcoming repairs will be a permanent solution to the issues. A spokesperson for the Catoosa County, John Pless, says officials have wrestled for some time regarding when would be the best time to begin repairs. Quote, "When it rains really hard," Pless says, "and there's a lot of rainwater that has to be mitigated." He continued, "Residents are happy to see the repairs taking place, but are concerned about the timing and how it will affect travel, considering there are 2 schools, Ringgold Elementary and Ringgold Primary, both located near the road. Parents and school buses for each school will use alternate roads for travel. Parents and school buses for Ringgold Elementary School will continue along Poplar Springs Road to Evett Lane, and parents and school buses for Ringgold Primary School will use Holcomb Road to Evett Lane. Sandy Turnispede, a Catoosa resident, doesn't travel the road often, but says it will, quote, put an inconvenience on a lot of parents that travel the road. Others agree and wonder why the repairs weren't scheduled for a time when schools would be out. According to Pless, now was deemed to be the best time for repairs in order to save parent and students more trouble later on. Quote, we could wait until the school's out for the summer to begin work over the summer, but if we do that, then the end of the process is going to continue into the fall semester. Pless says an exact date of when the repairs will finish is unknown at this time. When we return, I'll share some state news, so stay with us. Welcome back. A local senator has been banned from the House after a meeting in the state capitol on Thursday. Senators gathered to debate SR 687, a resolution urging the University of North Georgia and the University of System of Georgia Board of Regents to name a certain building after former Speaker David Ralston. Ralston was an attorney and politician who served the House of Representatives from 2003 until his death in late 2022. All but one senator was in favor of the resolution honoring Ralston. Carlton Moore, who represents District 53 in the Georgia House Senate, sparked outrage amongst the group of politicians when he spoke out in opposition regarding the resolution. Quote, "This body is about to perpetually memorialize one of the most corrupt Georgia leaders we'll ever see in our lifetimes," stated Moore. Moore's comments were seen as embarrassment by Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones, who cut the senator off abruptly and apologized to Ralston's family who attended the event. Moore, who was sworn in 2019, is well known for his controversial views and comments. Moore was kicked off of the Senate Republican caucuses back in September for his criticism of Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis, and now the investigation and indictment against former President Donald J. Trump has been handled. Moore accused the late Speakers Ralston and others of delaying legal and judicial cases involving suspected criminals. It was announced that Moore will not be allowed to participate in any future caucuses, citing that he had violated caucus rules on multiple different occasions. The Georgia Senate passed a bill that aims to loosen health permit rules. Senators voted 43-11 on Thursday for House Bill 1339. The legislation includes provisions that would no longer require a certificate of need for any hospitals in rural counties, new substance abuse and psychiatric facilities, and hospitals that had previously closed or were attempting to reopen. Certificates of need were placed into effect in Georgia in the 1970s and require those who wish to build a new health facility or offer new services prove that an expansion is needed. The permits were introduced to prevent overspending that would increase the overall cost of health care. A full repeal of Georgia's Certificate of Need laws were recommended by the committee last November. The bill comes as a win for many, including Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones, who thanked the Senate for their support of the House bill. Jones says the measures will ensure that all Georgians, regardless of where they live, will have the opportunity to access health care in their community. House Bill 1339 could allow several facilities in Georgia to reopen, including the historically Black Morehouse School of Medicine located in central Atlanta. In addition, it would allow hospitals to open without any permit in rural counties where a prior hospital has been closed for more than a year. The bill also includes a study committee to examine the state-federal Medicaid program and whether or not it should expand to cover more adults. Legislation that could ban some citizens of China from owning farmland in Georgia is advancing in the state capital and has lawmakers divided. The Georgia House of Representatives Committee voted on Tuesday to pass Bill 420. The bill could restrict foreign nationals from China, Cuba, Iran, North Korea, and Russia who are not legal residents of the United States from owning farmland in Georgia. The bill could also restrict foreign nationals from owning land in the state that is within 25 miles of a military installment, unless they have spent at least 10 previous months living in the state of Georgia. Senate Bill 420 was initially introduced in February by Senator Jason Anavitart of District 31. Anavitart is pleased with the progress of the bill, stating that it will hopefully prevent crises against Georgia's military installments, which she feels are currently vulnerable. The bill will also extend to businesses in the previously named countries, but will not apply to residential properties. Other states include Alabama, Florida, Louisiana, and Arkansas passed similar bans last year. Including Anavitart, there are 34 politicians currently supporting the bill. Those in opposition are urging lawmakers not to move forward with the legislation as it feels it will wrongfully treat and target individuals from China and other countries, rather than targeting the foreign governments. Some are questioning the effectiveness of the bill and feel that it will promote xenophobia. We'll have more information on Bill 420 as it makes its way through the House for further discussion. When we return, Jacob Broom will present WDNN's Community Calendar. But first, here's a look at your local weather.
Today's local weather is brought to you by Built Well Bait.
Welcome back. It's time for WDNN's Community Calendar. Here are some things going on around the area. The Dalton Little Theater, located at 210 North Penn Street, will perform the Tony Award-winning Peter and the Starcatcher. The dates that the show will be performed are March 22nd, March 23rd, March 24th, March 29th, and March 30th. This adaptation of Peter Pan was created for the stage by Roger Rees, Alex Timbers, and was written by Rick Elise. The music is by Wayne Barker and is directed by Meg Feeney, and with a number of standout performances by a cast made up from our local community. To purchase tickets, visit www.daltonlittletheater.com today. Country music artist Glenn Templeton will make his return to the Gym Theater on Saturday the 23rd at 7:30 p.m. Templeton is most known for his top single, Ball Cap, in addition to his appearances at the Ryman Theater, the Grand Ole Opry, and on CMT. The Gym Theater is located in Calhoun on 114 North Wall Street. Tickets are selling fast with prices set between $40 to $45, and reserved seating is recommended. To purchase tickets or to learn more, visit either www.calhoungymtheater.org or call 706-625-3132 for more information. The Whitfield County Democratic Committee will be hosting their annual chili cook-off on March 23rd. The event will run from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and is located at the Mac Gaston Community Center on 218 North Frederick Street. The cook-off will cost $6 per meal ticket, which includes fixings, chili, and a drink. The event will also be collecting non-perishable pantry and foods for Trinity UMC's monthly food distribution. To learn more about the event, call 706-264-2789 for more information. The Christ Church community is hosting an Easter egg hunt on Saturday, March 23rd from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. This event will be hosted at the Christ Church located in Chattanooga on 8645 East Brainerd Road. The event is free for everyone and will be followed by various games and prizes, and you can even take your picture with the Easter Bunny. To learn more about it, contact media@christchurchchat.org or call 423-892-9636 for more information. The 2024 Road to Nightfall Band Competition presented by Sound Corps has officially begun and will continue until March 23rd. The competition is open to bands with a minimum of 3 performing band members with at least 1 member playing a live musical instrument. All bands that register must live within 50 miles of the city of Chattanooga. Bands that advance each night during the competition wins a $300 cash prize, and the overall winner will receive a 90-minute performance spot that pays $1,000 alongside a number of other prizes. To register or to find more information, go to www.soundcorps.org/Road to Nightfall today. If you'd like to submit information on your event for North Georgia News Now Community Calendar, send an email to info.wdnntv.com. That's it for this edition of North Georgia's News Now. Be sure to visit us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Thanks for watching Local.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to click that subscribe button as well as bell notifications so you won't miss any new videos. Also, follow us on our social medias.
Thank you again for tuning in, and until next time, keep watching Local.